Infinity Alliance is coming to both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, and it's shaping up to be one of the most ambitious indie RPG crossovers ever, and it'll be completely free. This turn-based adventure pulls heroes and villains from over 13 iconic indie JRPGs, including Chained Echoes, Jack Move, 8-Bit Adventures 2, Quartet, and more. Stranded on a dead world, this unlikely all-star lineup has to face their pasts and take down a new cosmic threat. Turn-based combat, 9 hero party setups, tons of familiar faces, and reimagined locations. Suffice to say, for Switch fans, this feels like a showcase of everything indie JRPGs do best. Forge of the Fae is hitting Switch in 2027. This has been a while, but Deck 13 Spotlight is finally bringing this turn-based RPG to life. This game is set in a world ripped straight from 1800s Irish folklore, where humans and Fae are locked in a tense, brewing conflict. You play Fiora, a young inventor caught in the middle of ancient powers and world-changing secrets. As you can see, the combat's all about strategy. Customizing spells with the Arc Crystal system, a gauge system, and a slick turn-based combat, where your choices actually matter, shaping the story and its outcome. Plus, there are puzzles to solve and deep lore to uncover too. Coming up behind that, it's Quartet, a pixel art RPG that wears its nostalgia heart on its sleeve, but with modern moves under the hood. You start with 4 separate stories, any order you want, and by the end, 8 heroes are tangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. The game's combat's classic turn-based but slicker. You can swap characters mid-fight, keep AP regen rolling, and drop big moves back-to-back like you're speedrunning a boss rush. It's strategic, punchy, and never feels like a grind. If you ever wished Octopath Traveler ditched the bloat and got to the good stuff faster, this is that. Old school look, new school brains.
If you can best me in battle, my technique shall be yours. For the future of Wishvale, that is the way of the watch.
Octopath Traveler 0 drops December 4th on both Switch consoles, and it already looks like one of the freshest takes on the series. Where, instead of the usual JRPG routine, this one lets you craft your own character while rebuilding a world teetering on collapse. There's even a splash of base building layered into the classic formula, which feels like the shake-up fans had been waiting for. If you've loved the retro 8-bit and 16-bit vibes, but always thought Octopath was almost there, this prequel feels like the one. The new trailer sells it. Gorgeous, ambitious, and definitely worth keeping on your radar.
Power and the fear it induces is the only thing that can control people. You're a survivor of Wishvale. I will see you punished with my own 2 hands!
After losing the town, I finally understand what's truly important to me. Let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
You said it. I'm ready when you are.
Fame is nothing more than pretense. Will you continue to grip the blade of revenge, consumed by hatred? Marvelous! And now the grand finale!
No, I have no intention of following your script.
August!
We're going to take out Herminia. I must atone for my sins, even if it costs me my very life!
For I am the master of all. You would defy your king?
I will stand and fight whoever I must.
For that which I must protect!
You weren't able to protect your own home, were ya?
Did you not foresee the calamity your actions might bring?
Go forth without hesitation, trusting the ring to guide you. If you win, I vow to join you as your comrade.
My flame will never die, no matter how many times it is engulfed in darkness!
Welcome back.
Seed of Nostalgia is the kind of classic-inspired JRPG that feels tailor-made for Nintendo players, and while consoles are listed as a stretch goal, the devs have openly stated their hope to bring it to every modern platform, which absolutely includes Switch and Switch 2 if funding allows. Set on the mystical continent of Silvara, this 1632-bit style adventure follows Attila and a diverse cast through ancient secrets, cosmic powers, and gorgeous handcrafted pixel worlds. With turn-based battles, exploration, crafting, and 40+ hours of content, this one screams Switch perfect. Fans should keep a close eye on its console roadmap. Oddventure is finally set for a full release by the end of 2025. And if you ever wondered what would happen if Alice in Wonderland had a baby with Earthbound, this is it. You play as a pissed-off nihilist teen trying to save her annoying little brother in a kingdom that's equal parts charming and completely messed up. The combat's turn-based but with a twist. Your character's mood actually affects how fights play out. Plus, every choice you make actually matters. It's funny, dark, and honestly, kind of beautiful in its own bizarre way. If you're into RPGs that aren't afraid to get a little strange, this one's calling your name. Alabaster Dawn is definitely hitting high. It's an action RPG that mixes Kingdom Hearts highlights with Devil May Cry's precision combat. Not to mention it's from the makers of Crosscode. You're the outcast chosen, charged with bringing life back to a shattered world over 30 to 60 hours across 7 unique zones. But it's not just about slashing enemies. You rebuild settlements, set up trade routes, and watch your world visually transform as you progress. Combat's deep, you got 8 weapons, 4 elements, and skill trees. The puzzles and parkour add layers to exploration, and it's got story too. The demo hits PC in 2 months, so don't sleep on this one. Arisen 4's Vonimir is coming to Switch, and it's looking like a love letter to HD 2D hit action RPGs. The game has a massive hand-painted pixel world full of wild landscapes, from icy tundras to epic castles. And the combat's smooth and stylish, where you swap teammates on the fly, customize skills, and go ham on giant bosses. For example, if you want a mage that can swing a giant sword, you go for it. The game's all about mixing classes, building your squad, and writing your own legend in a world packed with secrets, cavern hangs, and surprises. No solid date yet, but keep this one on your radar. Looks like a vibe.
Enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. And remember, not a word about this place to anyone.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is bringing both a nostalgic trip and secretly one of the darkest stories in the whole series. Square Enix is rebuilding it from scratch with this diorama-style look that's honestly gorgeous. The devs say players today are more ready for the heavy stuff. And yeah, they're right.
What fate awaits your past? And what future will you uncover?
Threads of Time might be exactly the fresh hit your nostalgia crave needed, without the usual disappointment. It's a time travel JRPG with a twist. Sky pirates, mech-packed cyberpunk cities, and dinosaurs. You're a time knight on a mission to fix a broken timeline and stop a sinister plot spanning centuries. Combat lets you bend time itself, adding a clever layer to turn-based battles. The art style nails that classic pixel charm, but the 3D cyberpunk world keeps things modern and sharp. No release date yet, but it's a must-watch for anyone craving a Chrono Trigger vibe with a futuristic edge.
Remake history.
Few are worthy of the title you are about to receive. The bishops are more than soldiers. They are guardians.
Moving up, we have the old SacriFire, a spiritual successor to Vagrant Story and Chrono Trigger by way of Octopath Traveler. SacriFire is another pixel RPG, but with brains and big ambition. You'll play as a soldier caught between worlds, literally. His mission is to ascend the ranks of a church and protect this dark mechanical undercity from the threats above while unraveling a dreamlike spirit realm. The combat is a hybrid of real-time action and classic turn-based tactics, and it's like Tales of meets Grandia, with a slick modern UI. SacriFire is one of 2026's most promising pixel-powered epics. On the other hand, Shrine's Legacy is a co-op action RPG that channels the spirit of classic Super Nintendo games. You and a friend can team up as Rio and Rima, exploring the magical world of Ardenia. The game features real-time combat, elemental magic, and puzzle solving, letting you collect elemental gems to enhance their abilities and tackle various challenges. The story revolves around restoring a sword to save the world from impending doom. The game is currently in development, with a demo available for those eager to try it out. Chrono Sword is a Souls-like action RPG that's blending an intense combat with a unique time travel mechanic. Players traverse a city in ruin, shifting between past and future timelines to uncover the mysteries of a collapsing world. Each choice echoes across eras, creating paradoxes that alter both story and strategy. Along the way, you can customize your character with weapons, items, and abilities to fit your playstyle, from brutal greatswords to precise rapiers. It'll have a vast 3D cityscape to explore, bosses, and a ton of secrets. The Switch version brings this dramatic, interwoven adventure to handheld players ready for deep, challenging gameplay.
What am I missing?
Fallen Fates, on the other hand, is an ambitious top-down action RPG coming to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, and it's crafted by the team behind Astral Ascent and Dark Devotion. Players take control of Arisen, exploring a vast fantasy world filled with dynamic combat, striking pixel art environments, and mysterious falling crystals. The game promises a deep narrative adventure with memorable characters and responsive, fast-paced gameplay at its core. Following a successful Kickstarter that smashed its goal in under 2 days, Fallen Fates is now locked in for Switch platforms. An unforgettable journey where every choice, every battle, and every corner of this world matters.
Need to go further. Get to the source of all of this. Am I strong enough? I'm not, but we are. Fate has bound us together. And no matter how far we must go, no matter how many enemies rise in our way, together, no one can stop us. And as long as we're not alone, everything will be okay, Cat.
The Prison Break RPG, Back to the Dawn, is making its way to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 on March 5th, 2026, bringing its gripping pixel art prison escape adventure to handballs. You play as Thomas, a framed journalist fox, or Bob, an undercover panther, navigating a world of intrigue, crime, and multiple story paths. The Switch versions feature enhanced subtitles, Japanese and Chinese voiceovers, and a limited edition for Switch 2 with collectible art, pins, and digital soundtrack, and bonus customization items. Fans of crime thrillers, survival RPGs, and story-driven adventures will find this escape pack title a must-play for next year. Fling Buckler Wakes the Sleepy Castle is finally headed to all major consoles, and it's bringing back that classic Paper Mario style Magic fans have been starving for. You play as Flynt, a fairy tale hero who storms the Sleepy Castle expecting a showdown with a dragon, only to find the place turned into a corporate nightmare run by Ever After Inc. From twisted storybook worlds to sci-fi detours and noir mysteries, every chapter flips the rules on you. With snappy, timing-based turn combat, quirky partners, instant battle transitions, and tons of secrets, this adventure is bursting with charm, personality, and pure storybook chaos. Death by Scrolling is finally coming to Nintendo Switch, and it's easily one of the wildest roguelike RPGs headed to the platform. Led by Monkey Island creator Ron Gilbert, this game throws you straight into a chaotic afterlife where the world is constantly scrolling upward, and stopping for even a second means getting swallowed by the flames below. You choose from quirky characters, each with their own perks, then sprint through purgatory battling weird monsters, dodging the Grim Reaper, grabbing power-ups, and cashing in gems before he catches up. With bonus challenges, side quests, and leaderboards, it's a fast, funny, dangerously addictive climb for survival.
To pass through that door is to pass through time. To travel a road spanning centuries. From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope,
The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales is officially heading to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. And the hype is real, especially with a free debut demo already live on Switch 2. Square Enix and Team Asano are building a time-bending ARPG set in the dangerous world of Philadelphia, where Elliot and his fairy partner Fi take on beasts, ancient ruins, and mysteries stretching across space and time. With 7 weapon types, full magic site customization, and versatile fairy actions shaping both combat and exploration, this feels built for handheld play. The full adventure launches in 2026, but Switch players can dive in early right now.
Fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike. Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more. There are 7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you. Your fairy companion, Faye, can also attack and pick up items. You can control both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the same time. You'll find that she's very helpful on your adventure. Join Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years.
LumenTale, Memories of Trey is officially making its way to Nintendo Switch, and honestly, it feels like the perfect match for the system. This monster collecting RPG brings over 140 animons, strategic 4-4 battles, and a story built around emotion, memory, and exploration. You play as Trey, lost past, massive world, and a legend that might just reshape the whole region of Talea. Team 17 is backing the project now, and even with its delay to spring 2026, it's only looking sharper. Between its puzzles, minigames, and deep battle system, this one could become a real standout on Switch when it finally lands. Alterium Shift is officially gearing up for a new life on the Nintendo Switch 2, bringing its classic JRPG charm to Nintendo's upgraded hardware. This retro-inspired adventure lets you choose between 3 heroes, Pyra, Atlas, and Sage, each offering a different storyline as you dive into Alteria's mysteries. Expect turn-based battles with a clear turn order system, character-specific abilities, and that satisfying old-school progression loop. Exploration is wide open. Quests, secrets, loot, towns, and plenty of branching choices shape the journey. With its SNS-style nostalgia upgraded for modern players, Alterium Shift looks like a perfect fit for the Switch's growing RPG lineup.